Tired of dropping your phone or struggling to prop it up? Meet the PopSockets phone grip with expanding kickstand in black, your new must-have accessory. Don't miss out. Grab yours today. Click the link in the video description to shop now on Amazon.
Keir Starmer's emergency laws to block two-tier justice could take weeks. Emergency laws to block a two-tier sentencing system will take weeks despite Sir Keir Starmer's pledge to fast-track the legislation. Justice Secretary Shabana Mahmood has vowed to reverse guidance from the Sentencing Council, which comes into force today, and states judges should request a pre-sentence report before handing out punishments to ethnic minorities, transgender people, and women. Critics say the guidance means white men will be more likely to go to jail than other people. Ms. Mahmood is to present legislation to Parliament after the body defied her demand to think again, and Ministry of Justice officials are working on options including declaring the guidance null and void or removing the authority of the Sentencing Council to issue it. The Prime Minister said yesterday, "We will now bring forward legislation. There is no other option, so we will do that. We will fast-track it." Read more. Labour losing control as two-tier justice to cost taxpayers £17.5 million. However, sources say that while laws will be presented to Parliament this week, it will be extremely difficult to complete the process before the House of Lords goes into recess on Thursday evening for the Easter break. It means legislation is unlikely to receive final approval until after the Lords returns on April 22. Mr. Mahmood's immediate priority is to reverse the guidance, but she is also working on longer-term plans to make the Sentencing Council accountable to her or to abolish it entirely. A source said, "The Justice Secretary very firmly believes it should be for elected ministers and Parliament to make decisions on policy. There is cross-party support for measures to bring the Sentencing Council to heel, and Conservative Shadow Justice Secretary Robert Jenrick said there must be a degree of ministerial oversight. He said it was right to provide judges with guidance to ensure courts across the country took the same approach." He added, "It is also important, however, that there is a degree of ministerial oversight over that, so if they stray into policy and political decisions of great importance to the justice system, as has happened in this case, ministers such as the Justice Secretary can intervene." Don't miss. Keir Starmer's right-hand man resigns after just 9 months in No 10 latest. Keir Starmer humiliated by Sue Gray as she condemns civil service cuts latest. Huge blow for 4M Brits as Rachel Reeves drags them into paying higher tax latest. Major pensions update as Rachel Reeves tip to tax, juicy target latest. We use your sign-up to provide content in ways you've consented to and to improve our understanding of you. This may include adverts from us and third parties based on our understanding. You can unsubscribe at any time. Read our privacy policy. Ms. Mahmood was backed last night by Labour veteran Jack Straw, one of her predecessors as Justice Secretary. He said, "It is clear that the government will need to take steps to correct the error. Given the cross-party support for this to be resolved, as shown by the position of the Shadow Secretary of State, Robert Jenrick, I hope that this can be done quickly." Think tank Policy Exchange said the affair showed that unelected bodies had too much power to overrule elected politicians. It has produced a report on the Sentencing Council highlighting comments from one of the members, District Judge Richard Leake, who told climate change protesters that they inspired him, as he sentenced Insulate Britain protesters for disrupting traffic on the M25. Presiding at Crawley Magistrates Court in April 2022, Mr. Leake said, "I have heard your voices. They have inspired me, and personally I intend to do what I can to reduce my own impact on the planet, so to that extent your voices are certainly heard." David Spencer, Policy Exchange's head of crime and justice, said, "The Sentencing Council's refusal to change their position is remarkable, and yet another example of how, as Policy Exchange has long argued, too many arm's-length bodies have been given the power to set policy and frustrate the will of the elected government. By defending prioritizing pre-sentence reports for ethnic minority criminals, the chairman of the Sentencing Council is entrenching two-tier justice within our court system." Conservative MP Nick Timothy also condemned the body, saying, It is ridiculous that the Sentencing Council is free to demolish the principle of equality before the law without reference to Parliament.